Max is a resident of small town in Texas, was a college student who worked at a gas station at late night. He needed the money to pay for his tuition and rent, so he didn't mind the long hours and the creepy customers. He usually worked alone, except for the occasional visit from his boss or a coworker. One night, he was doing his usual routine of cleaning the pumps, checking the inventory, and counting the cash. He noticed that there were no cars on the road and no customers in the store. It was unusually quiet and dark. He felt a chill run down his spine, but he shrugged it off as his imagination. He decided to take a break and watch some TV in the back room. He grabbed a soda from the fridge and turned on the small TV set. He flipped through the channels, looking for something interesting. He stopped at a news report about a series of mysterious disappearances in the area. The reporter said that the police had no leads or suspects, and that the victims were all young adults who worked at night. Max felt a surge of fear and curiosity. He wondered if he could be the next target. He looked at the clock and saw that it was almost midnight. He decided to finish his shift and get out of there as soon as possible. He turned off the TV and headed back to the front desk. As he walked through the store, he heard a loud thud from outside. He jumped and looked out the window. He saw a large black van parked at one of the pumps. He didn't see anyone inside or outside the van. He wondered who it belonged to and what they were doing there. He grabbed his phone and dialed 911. He hoped that someone would answer quickly and send help. He waited for a few seconds, but there was no response. He checked his phone and saw that there was no signal. He cursed and threw his phone on the counter. He looked out the window again and saw that the van was still there, but now there was something else. A dark figure emerged from behind the van and walked towards the store. It was tall and thin, wearing a long black cloak and a hood that covered its face. It carried a large metal hook in its hand. Max felt a surge of panic and terror. He realized that this was the person who was behind the disappearances and that he was coming for him. He looked around for a weapon or an escape route, but he found none. The store was locked from the inside and he had no keys. The only thing he had was a baseball bat under the counter. He grabbed the bat and held it tightly in his hands. He hoped that he could fight off the intruder or at least scare him away. He watched as the figure approached the door and tried to open it. It was locked, but it didn't stop him. He smashed the glass with his hook and reached inside to unlock it. Max swung his bat at him, hoping to hit him in the head or knock him down, but he missed and instead hit his hook. The metal clanged against each other, creating a loud noise that echoed through the store. The figure pulled back his hook and swung it at Max's face. Max dodged it by inches, feeling the wind from its movement on his cheek. He swung his bat again, aiming for his chest or stomach, but he missed again and instead hit his cloak. The cloak fell off, revealing his face. Max gasped in horror as he saw what he looked like. He had no eyes, no nose, no mouth, no ears, no hair, no skin. He had nothing but bones. He was a skeleton. A skeleton with a hook. A skeleton with a hook that wanted to kill him. Max screamed as loud as he could, hoping that someone would hear him and come to his rescue. But no one did. No one ever did.